So first we're going to allow the chairperson of the Universal African People's Party to say words.
Say no to Proposition A.
No!
All right. Serving as president of the Universal African People's Organization, as well as the Coalition Against Police Crimes and Repression, we want to first and foremost thank you for coming out to expose the effort to hijack a community, many years of making sure that we have community control of the St. Louis Police Department. Historically, this struggle started back in 1983 with the death of a sister named Marilyn Banks, who was shot as an innocent person by a racist white officer chasing another sister through the streets of St. Louis, shooting at her, assisting her, and flanking with that, there was a movement that kicked off that was called the Coalition Against Police Crimes and Repression. And from that point on, we pushed two concepts. One concept was to have community control of the police department, rather than the police commissioners being appointed by the governor, and then they making decisions, policies affecting the police department in St. Louis. We have consistently pushed that the community has to be involved at the local level for selecting those people who are making decisions on policy as relates to the St. Louis Police Department. It's been a long struggle. We started out with state legislative Charles True, and it's been many years that we have lobbied to get community control passed. We came very close in 2010, as well as 2011, when we were able to get it passed through the Missouri House of Representatives. However, we know people who don't have the interest of our community came in and tried to hijack our movement. And
that ain't right.
Proposition, it is a clear-cut effort to do that. So to that end, we are saying, and the shame of it is that St. Louis City and Kansas City are the only cities in this country that does not have community control. Out of this proposition, it would cause us having an effective civilian review board, which at one point was passed but was vetoed by the same person who has went into the back room to give us what we have right now as far as the proposition.
That's right.
So we say hell no to that, and we also say hell no to slate. We say hell no to Bill, and we are saying up with the people, real community control of the police department, and to get that though, we have to still vote no on Proposition A. No on Proposition A.
No on Proposition A. No on Proposition A. No on Proposition A. No on Proposition A. No on Proposition A. No on Proposition A. No on Proposition A. No on Proposition A. No on Proposition A. No.
Next coming to you is going to be John Chasnoff. He's representing the American Civil Liberties. That was on the day before. Right.
You know, I just have to echo, first of all, what he said about community control of the police. When I first got on the Coalition Against Police Crimes and Repression, that was 13 years ago. And the call was for community control of the police. We don't need Francis Slate controlling our police department.
That's right.
We need true citizen-based democracy, which means that people have a say. Now, this administration, every step of the way, when we've gotten close to real police accountability, they pull the rug out from us. We fought for 6 years for a civilian review board in the city. Nobody thought we could succeed, but we got a bill passed through the Board of Aldermen. It was a democratic bill with the give and take that happens with democracy, and it passed through the Board of Aldermen. What did Mayor Slay do? He vetoed it. Why? Because of some language in the whereas clause in the insignificant parts of the bill, after he said for years and years he was for the concept of civilian review. So now, the surprise anybody that Mayor Slay sits down in a room with the financier Rex Singfield and the head of the police association, and they make a secret deal to close records, to shut down civilian review boards, and to take away accountability to the police again. This is the guy who's done this over and over again. We're going to fight, we fought that, we're going to fight this. We're going to get real community control of the police, and we're going to do that right now by voting no on Prop 8.
No way! 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 No way!
Next, we're going to have Vanessa Crawford Aragon, Missouri's for immigrant refugee advocates.
Missouri immigrant and refugee advocates. I work for a coalition of about 40 community organizations. And I'm here because I care about our community. And I work in cities around this state every day where the police and the people who live in their community don't work together. And that's a problem for everybody that lives there. When the city and the people who live in your city and the police aren't working together to make your town a safer, respectful, welcoming place for everybody that lives there, your city is a less safe place for everybody that lives there. If my neighbor doesn't call the police when they need help, that's my problem. If somebody doesn't coordinate or doesn't cooperate with the police when they're a witness of crime because they don't trust the police, because there's no accountability between the police and the residents of the city, that's my problem, and that's our problem. And that's why we have to vote no on Proposition A. There have been people that have been working for years to make our community, to make our city and our streets safer for everybody that lives here. And those people weren't at the table on this deal. Those people were frozen out. And so because we weren't at the table, we're here on the steps. And we got to tell people that we have to vote no on A in 2 weeks because we want a safer, more respectful, more welcoming community for everybody who lives here. Black, white, brown, native born, new Americans, everybody. So everybody needs to understand if we're going to take to the streets, we're going to be back on board, we're going to keep having rallies, and we're going to make sure that everybody knows it's no on A. No on A!
No on A! No on A! No on A! No on A! No on A! No